Welcome back to part 2 of our Frog Bayou video. With snow in the forecast, we made our way to the Ozarks. The snow, wind, and below freezing temps couldn't slow our resolve. We pick up the action in camp. You're going to want to make sure that you stick around to the end of this one to see what surprises are in store for day 2. So the road actually goes through there. It's got the waterfall over here. Probably go maybe catch that in the morning early. I fell a minute ago, so if you'll notice, I've got some different clothing on. Same jacket, but anyway, found this little camping spot. Well, it's really not really a camping spot, but it's just a flat spot, and there's so much snow on the ground, and we're getting tired, so we just backed off to a flat spot here, and we're gonna get ready to make some dinner and have some drinks and enjoy the snow. We've got a legit waterfall. As we settled into camp, a fire in the solo stove was in order. We relived the events of the day as we warmed up. We're making some beef fajitas. What do you think the temperature is?
Probably about 27, 28.
It's cold. Attention then turned to dinner. Fajitas and steak were on the menu. We cooked these to perfection on the scuttle.
Where's your onion?
I want the onion milk and pickles.
Oh.
How long does it last?
You know, not long enough, but it's...
That's just not...
But you don't get that blue and that green for that long. Yeah. Believe me, camp food at 25 degrees hits the spot. Alright, so I decided that I was just going to sleep in the 4Runner tonight because the wind got up, probably about a good 20-25 mile an hour wind. It got up high enough that and we were just about to anchor the bat wing, and one leg kicked up and it broke the pivot point. Again, it's the second time that's happened. Anyhow, I decided that I would just set up in here and throw my sleeping bag in the passenger side seat, kind of do a little side sleeping, and use an electric heater to heat the vehicle. So there's no wind in here. It's nice and toasty. I would prefer to be stretched out and be in my swag on the ground, but it is gonna probably be about 20 degrees tonight, and I really didn't want to get out there on the cold ground and do that. So anyway, it's an awesome day. Get up in the morning, have some breakfast, and finish this trail off and go home. But excellent. We got to do a little snow wheeling in the Ozarks. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. I sure didn't sleep that well. It was windy, but I was warm at least. Check out that view. Oh man, wind was insane. It was unbelievably windy. You know, we talked about the fact that the wind broke one of the hinge points on the bat wing, and I'll show that here in a minute. But yeah, we had to use some cordage, and we tied down. And I mean, there's times last night the wind would come through and you could just literally feel the whole vehicle move because it was catching wind under the awning. I had to wake up a few times to start the car. It got a little chilly. Not too bad, but I was just trying to keep the refrigerator at a safe temperature to store the food because my battery backup, I guess I put the electric heater on it and it just drained. Got about an hour of use and it turned itself off. So I was aware of that. So every few hours or so I would wake up and start, and it still had its reading was you know, the food was still under 40 degrees. So we're out there. It's pretty well insulated and it's cold back there, so it's good. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna try to get up. Maybe if it's not too terribly windy, I'm going to try to make some coffee, and we'll get some breakfast made here in a minute, and then pack up everything and move on down the trail and head home. It's been pretty awesome. So let's get up and start the day. All right, camp's been broke. We are not going to have breakfast this morning because the wind is still fairly breezy coming off that water. It's quite cold, so everybody's energy level was still pretty good, so we just decided to head for an appropriate spot to air up and go find some warm environment with some fresh coffee and good breakfast. So that is the plan currently. But check out this snow. Heck yeah. So we set off towards the end of Frog Bayou. Along the way, we encounter a large predicament. You can see here. Well, I'm gonna have to go check this out. Somebody's blocking the whole trail here, and they're, I don't know, Justin's up here checking it out. Let's go see what we got. Oh my God.
She's gonna wig out, but I can get through, I think.
Over on where we're at?
Right over here. You have to hug up on the hop side. It looks like somebody's already, maybe. You'd have to get high up on that side and just ride it at a pretty good angle. If this was right, filled in right here, it'd be fine. I think we just take it real high and then maybe come back and just get the rear end set over it. When it gets to that point there, it's not off of that. It's slick.
Okay, so we're gonna try to get as high on this bank as possible. If we can keep enough momentum, we should be able to keep from sliding back in the hole. So that's the plan.
Justin's Bronco makes this look easy. Now it's my turn. No problem. We will give it a little correction with the winch. Or will we? The winch would not sync with the remote. It's always important to keep cool when things don't go as planned. Be prepared and have options. So we're on to plan B. We utilized the best available choice that we had and executed it to perfection.
Yep. Had to stack some traction boards and get way high up here. It's a little sketchy when you don't have a front locker to continue your movement when your back starts to drop. So we had to do a do-over. Try it again. Use some of those action tracks there. We got right on out. Oh, and my worn 10,000S big Xeon, whatever. I go to turn it on to use it because just to safely try to do that, I was going to change the angle of my front end. Give myself a little clearance past that mud hole. And you know, you can only use that remote. Well, my remote wouldn't pair, and when I would turn it on, it would turn green and then turn off. So, fantastic. I have to add that to the list of things to do when I get back. Door. There's a door.
Now it was time to definitely get some food. What a beautiful landscape to take in on the way. Since we weren't very far, we decided that we would drive to the Ozarks Cafe and have lunch there. That turned out to be a very, very good idea. These guys are super friendly. The food was top notch, and it also gave us a good spot to air up. After airing up and topping off our stomachs, we're going to head in the direction of home. Well, our day's almost done. We got to eat at the iconic Ozarks Cafe. It is a absolutely must see thing on anybody's list of things to see in the Ozarks. We challenged ourselves. The weather challenged us. Our vehicles did not let us down. We will be back in the Ozarks, no doubt. Got one more place that we are trying to possibly see, and I don't want to jinx it though, just in case that's not achievable. But if it is, fantastic. Thank you. Have you guessed it yet? That last spot we were gonna go see? That's right, Car Wash Falls. Guys, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. As always, I'm Jeff, and this is Will to Live Outdoors.